No.
What are you doing?
Get out of the way. I love you. Yeah, well, I'm just throwing it in there. It'll get burned eventually, right?
You're a bad fisherman. So I was at the store the other day and bumped into our neighbors across the street. And then she was telling me about, they have a well in front of their house. I was asking her if it works and everything. And she said that it didn't, but that they were surprised because they were redoing their patio and found a big cistern. And that made me think, we never looked for a cistern out here. So a cistern is basically a big underground water storage holding tank. Mm-hmm. And we've been digging around this old foundation and moving stuff around and never even considered we may fall into a 20-foot deep hole. So today we're just going to walk around and see if we can't find where this cistern is. Right?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we don't fall in a hole.
My parents had one and it was right next to the house. But it was obvious it was concrete above ground, so we don't really know what we're looking for.
Well, back when these houses were built, the typical cisterns were hand dug, and they were lined with brick, typically in a circle. So it's basically a big circle, anywhere from 8 feet to 14 feet or so round, and then they can go down 20, 30 feet, and they just fill up with water. People would use that for their water source.
And rainwater, that's what my parents had. Yeah, rainwater.
Yeah. So next to the house, there's this well we've been trying to get water out of. We've been trying to get water up from there. And that's where an old windmill used to sit on top. You can still see the old piston pump and everything down in there. So that's where we're going to start. It makes the most sense that that is right next to the house. There's a mysterious pipe off to one side that we don't know where that goes either. So I started cleaning out the inside of the foundation, which is just full of junk people have been throwing in there. So I know that it's not on the north side because that's where we put the house at, and I've already dug everything up. So it could be on any other side, but it would make sense that it's on the side where the well is, because that's what would fill the cistern up. So that's where we're going to start. Yes. When I pulled the mini down in there, I pulled out, you can see on top, there's like a really old boiler water heater. Oh, poison ivy. Like
so, was the basement there? Part of the basement there, or was it only over on that side?
Crawl space, I think.
Okay.
Because there, where that stoop is there, would go into the door. There was a stoop over here, which actually is down there. I pushed it in there when I got the mini down in here.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Where's what?
There's a cistern.
What? Where?
Right here. It's underneath.
I don't see it. Let me hang on.
So it's already filled. It's not even covered up anymore. It was actually in the house. Can't believe I didn't see it the other day when I was in here. So here's the brick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and if you hit it, it feels like it's just full of dirt.
Well, maybe you shouldn't stand there.
So you can see this round. This rounds. Yeah, it rounds. So the other part's buried here. They just filled it in when they moved the house. There used to be a house here, like I said, and they just picked it up and moved it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So
I can't get it in there. Let me get zoom in. Yeah, I can see it. See the brick? Let me zoom back out. Hang on. Well, that would make sense. So the pipe.
So judging by the radius, you can see here it goes around, clear out to there. Yeah, now he's sitting on the pipe. So it goes straight in. So the pipe would be coming in right here. So the pipe would, when the wind was blowing, it'd fill their cistern, and then they would pull water directly from the cistern into the house. I've never seen one under the house before. Yeah, that's kind of scary because I had the mini. I pulled the mini. There's my track right there, and I was pulling stuff out of here and putting it into the dump trailer. I was sitting on top of the hole. That's why we had to find the cistern.
It is, yes.
Because if that wasn't filled in, I would have fallen into a hole. now that we know where the cistern's at, we're going to try later today to clean this up and then to pull that center pump pipe up. So I was told in the old days when they built wells, you go down so far and it would open up into a big cavity and a big hole where it would hold water, and that's what this one has. So something is holding that pipe in place, and I'm not sure what it is. But I know if you go down, because the video we had done down like 10 feet or so, and then it opened up into a cavity. We ran the camera down there. The pipe was in really poor shape. So we have what's called a well packer, and that's basically it's a PVC pipe with rubber flanges on it. So when you push it down in the well, it seals off the old pipe, so none of the old gunk is falling down into the water that you're drinking. And I got one with a soft rubber membrane on this one, so that because the pipe is so corroded, when I push it down there, it shouldn't collapse the pipe. It should just basically rub the walls and be okay. And then it will seal off the old pipe from the new pipe. So I'm sure when we get to that point, we'll do a video of trying to figure that out. And in the 8-inch pipe, I got a 6-inch packer with very stiff sides, because that pipe's in good shape, so that won't be fun to get down. They say you pretty much have to force them down the hole. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens when
I
we
should
get
have got
there.
the soft one just so it's easier to do, but for some reason I got the rigid one on that one.
Well, that one might be okay.
Yep. So I found our cistern. I'm glad I didn't fall in a big hole the other day.
Me too. Yeah.